Well, of course, as you heard from that piece with my colleague Carolyn, a lot of it was about, the delegates saying that they were completely in sync with Donald Trump's speech, but also they were very moved. You could tell it was a very emotional scene when he was describing what happened on Saturday at that Pennsylvania rally. It got very quiet on the convention floor. Some people were crossing their chests and listening, and like some were holding their hands like in prayer. And even Donald Trump himself kind of, it was by almighty God's grace, he felt that he was spared. At one point, he even said, I wasn't supposed to be here tonight, to which they all started chanting, the whole floor started chanting, yes, you are, yes, you are. So that was very moving. And he spent a good 15 minutes talking about what happened in Pennsylvania. But then he moved on, and you could just tell that he was digressing from his speech and ad-libbing and kind of dropping back down into that negative rhetoric that he had done on the stump speech before, and calling out the Justice Department to end what he called the witch hunt on him. He's got these 34 convictions, felony convictions. He's saying they should drop that kind of thing and spend their time on strengthening America. He also spent a good deal of time talking about immigration and saying under the Biden administration, tens of thousands of illegal immigrants are flowing into this country, taking jobs away from Americans, and also criminals coming into this country. If you hear some of this noise, by the way, in the background, it's the tearing down of the whole convention center, which just wrapped up, of course, last night.
Carol, just to get back to you on that, what are you learning from analysts regarding, Trump's brush with death, and whether that has actually drawn more supporters for him as the presidential nominee for the Republican Party?
Esther, you don't even have to talk to analysts to know that his numbers have skyrocketed since that happened. Before that happened, all Republicans were not in lockstep behind Donald Trump. They had their other favorites, including Nikki Haley, who, by the way, didn't give up her delegates for a whole 2 months after she dropped out of the Republican primary. So it wasn't a sealed deal. But now, unity is the name of the game with the Republican Party. They are completely behind Donald Trump, partly out of sympathy, but also they believe that he is their candidate and he is the one that's going to win in November. They believe.